Hi guys, Desmo here. Today I'm coming to you with the ultimate tier 16 farming strat. It is everything you want a farming strat to be, which is fun, challenging and most of all, rewarding. On top of that, it is actually cheap, but we will talk more about that later. I will begin by making a map showcase while speaking about the strat, then share with you the Atlas kill tree and the map device scarab setup. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. And let's get into it. So let's begin with the map showcase and how to run your maps. Big warning here, this strategy is probably the most endgame strat there is for tier 16's map. We're adding as many rogue exile as we can in the map and making them as strong as possible. They are possessed, they are giants, they have additional mods, they release multiple copies of them when they die. There is the Delirium Mist, which will make them even harder after every layer of Delirium reward is completed, and so on. That being said, if you decide to proceed with this strat, how to run your maps. Since you are going with City Square, you're going to skip every mobs at the beginning of the map and go straight to the boss. There's two reasons for this. First, that is making sure that we will always get the right Eldritch altar since the boss is dead. On the altar, I'm always picking the option that buffs Eldritch minions because I'm lazy to read and this is much faster. On the other hand, we are also using retroll, and when retroll spawns on bosses, this is 3 unique mobs that we're adding to the retroll pool, and since there is 4 retrolls per map, this is effectively 12 additional unique monsters added to the map. And we are investing in 2 unique mobs, so this is just better. Also, since we are talking about retroll, we are picking this mechanic because there's a chance that rogue exile are going to spawn near retrolls, and if they do, they will be replicated by all remaining retrolls, and respawning themselves on death as you can see in the video. That leads to the final advice on how to run maps. You should clear the entire map before opening any retrolls. This is because you want to open the retroll with the highest amount of giant exile on them first, or the one with the triple boss if you are unlucky, and then the one with the smallest amount of giant rogue exile at the end. This will ensure the maximum amount of giant exile in your maps and huge profit. This strategy is absolutely amazing for gold, scarab, uniques and thus farming. The average gold per map is around 50 to 60k gold, sometimes going up to 100k gold per map. Since we are done with the showcase, let's talk about the scarabs and the map device. We are using Anarchy Scarabs because it adds 4 exile to the map. We are also using Anarchy Scarab of Giantification because it gives rogue exile in the map to have 30% chance to be replaced by giant rogue exiles. We are also using Titanic Scarab of Legend to give unique monster 2 additional modifier which will greatly improve their loot. And finally, we are using Titanic Scarab. It makes unique monster much more difficult to defeat, but they get 2% rarity and quantity per 2% increased pack size in the area, which is why rolling your map to the highest possible pack size is very important here. As I said before, this strategy is actually very cheap. Let's see about the cost. Anarchy Scarabs are 1c each. Titanic Scarabs are also 1c each. Giantification Scarabs are 2.5c each. And Titanic Scarabs of Legend are 5c each. And then we are using the Anarchy option on the map device, which costs 2 chaos. So the total investment per map is going to be 12 chaos. For this kind of strategy, it's insanely cheap. Now about the Atlas kill tree. The only thing you need to know is that we're investing into scarabs, retroll, delirium, and of course, rogue exiles. The link to my Atlas kill tree will be in the video description. One thing that I want to mention is that this strat is already very hard, so adding Delirium to the map makes it even harder. You can skip Delirium if you want and instead use shrines. You have one cluster here, and if you want and if you have the points you can use the 3 on top here. It's not necessary though. One thing we didn't speak about is my loot filter. If you want to use the same, you can follow the link in the video description to use my loot filter. Okay guys, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until my next video, take care of yourself and bye!